Men think satisfying a woman is all about what technique you use in the bedroom. But every week in my clinic, I see men who are trying hard, yet missing the real ingredients that science shows women need to actually experience deep pleasure. A large 2022 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found that only 18% of women reach orgasm consistently from penetration alone, yet most men assume that's where all the action happens. And another study from Archives of Sexual Behavior showed that emotional safety, pacing, and understanding physical cues matter more than physical size or stamina. So today, I'm going to break down 5 medically supported techniques women wish men knew, plus the final secret ingredient that strengthens connection and intimacy better than anything else. This will change the way you show up, not just sexually, but emotionally. Let's get into it. As a urologist who works with men's sexual health, confidence, and performance daily, I've learned something surprising. Men are trying, but they're trying in the wrong direction. Most men focus on lasting longer, size, penetration technique, performance, being impressive. But clinical research shows women respond to perception, psychology, and sensory stimulation, not the mechanical, porn-style rhythm men are taught. In fact, a review from the International Society for Sexual Medicine found that women's arousal is context-driven, meaning what she feels emotionally directly influences how she reacts physically. So if you've ever wondered, why isn't she reacting the way I expected? Why does she enjoy some things one day and not the next? Why does she say she likes slow but then speeds up in the moment? It's not you. It's that women communicate arousal differently, and most men were never taught how to read it. These techniques aren't tricks. They're medically researched ways to understand her better, connect deeper, and create an experience she feels with you rather than done to her. Let's go step by step. Technique 1. Understanding her physical cues. Most men look for verbal confirmation, but women often signal arousal through micro-cues long before words come out. A study from the Kinsey Institute found that women show early arousal physiologically even when they're still mentally warming up, meaning her body may speak before her words do. Here's what to look for. 1. Breathing changes. When her breathing shifts from slow and steady to deeper or slightly uneven, that's a green light. It means parasympathetic arousal is transitioning into sympathetic arousal, the body's natural pleasure activation. 2. Pelvic tilt and hip movement. If she presses her hips towards you, angles her pelvis upward, or subtly rolls her hips, it's her way of saying, continue that. 3. Muscle tension. A slight arching of the back or tensing in the thighs indicates rising arousal. The Journal of Women's Health found these cues correlate strongly with clitoral and vaginal engorgement. 4. Hands and fingers. Gripping sheets, curling fingers, or letting her hands explore your neck or shoulders all show emotional and physical engagement. Men often miss these because they're too focused on the next step. But when you slow down, observe, and adjust to her cues, you demonstrate attunement, one of the strongest predictors of her satisfaction. Technique 2. Mastering the slow build principle. If you've ever started slow but sped up too early, this technique is for you. Medically, women need progressive sensory stimulation, not sudden intensity. A Harvard Medical School review highlights that female arousal is like a warming curve, not a light switch. Here's how to master the slow build. 1. Start with warmth, not pressure. Your hands and lips should be warm. Cold touch breaks arousal. Simple but critical. 2. Follow the 70-30 rule. 70, slow, controlled, rhythmic stimulation. 30, faster or stronger variations. Why? Because consistency stabilizes the arousal pathway. Variations enhance it. 3. Build in micropauses. Pausing for 1 to 2 seconds at peak tension increases blood flow and anticipation. A 2019 neuroscience study showed that anticipation activates the same reward centers as climax. 4. Maintain eye or body connection. Touch her hips, lower back, or thighs while stimulating her. It grounds her in the moment and communicates safety. Most men jump to the intense part too soon, thinking it signals passion. But true mastery is in calibrating the pace, allowing her mind and body to synchronize. Technique 3. Precision over pressure. Clitoral Science 101. Women are incredibly sensitive to pressure changes, and too much intensity too early can actually decrease arousal. The clitoris contains over 8,000 nerve fibers, according to anatomical research published in Clinical Anatomy, making it the most sensitive structure in the human body. Here's what that means for technique. 1. Start indirect, not direct. Avoid immediate direct pressure. Begin with areas around the clitoris, the mound, labia, and inner thighs. This warms the region without overstimulation. 2. Use feather pressure mapping. Apply light stimulation and observe. Does she lean into it or away from it? Does her breathing deepen or stay neutral? A urologist study from 2020 found that women's nerve sensitivity varies day to day. That's why checking her response in real time is more effective than any fixed technique. 3. Think small, not big. Tiny circular or vertical motions usually perform better. Why? Because precision allows nerve clusters to activate gradually. 4. Rhythm beats speed. The nervous system responds best to stable patterns. When men get excited and speed up too fast, they break the stimulation arc. Precision, consistency, micro-adjustments. That's how you create a rising wave she can actually ride. Technique 4. The communication loop, without killing the mood. A lot of men avoid asking questions because they fear it'll ruin the vibe, but communication, when done correctly, can actually fuel arousal. A 2021 study from the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy found that couples who used micro-communication during intimacy reported 42% higher satisfaction. Here's how to do it smoothly. 1. Ask calibrated questions. Use short, sensual, open cues. Examples? Like this? More here? Slower or faster? These maintain intensity while giving her agency. 2. Pair questions with touch. Ask while stimulating her. The sensory input keeps her body engaged so the verbal input doesn't feel clinical. 3. Use her sounds as feedback. Women often communicate more through responses than words. If she moans, breathes faster, or moves into your touch after you adjust, that's confirmation. 4. Validate her feedback. If she gives direction, respond with, "Perfect, got you." Stay right there. Validation increases safety and trust, both of which amplify pleasure. Communication isn't a break in the mood, it's a bridge between her mind and body. Technique 5. Building emotional arousal, her primary turn-on. Here's something men rarely hear. For women, emotional presence is a sexual technique. Not metaphorically, physiologically. The Journal of Effective Neuroscience shows that emotional trust lowers cortisol and increases oxytocin, which enhances circulation, sensitivity, and orgasm potential. Here's how you build emotional arousal. 1. Stay present, not performing. Women can sense when a man is in his head. Slow your breathing, stay grounded, stay with her. 2. Use low, calm vocal tone. Deep, slow speech activates the parasympathetic nervous system, her calm arousal state. 3. Mirror her pace. If she's slow and soft, match her. If she becomes more intense, rise with her. This creates a synchronized rhythm both emotionally and physically. 4. Give reassuring microaffection. Small touches, a hand on her thigh, brushing hair behind her ear, kissing her neck gently. These tell her subconscious, "I'm here, I'm paying attention." When a woman feels emotionally held, her body opens naturally. This is the difference between a mechanical experience and a memorable one. After years in urology, sexual medicine training, and clinical practice, here's the truth I wish every man understood. Women don't climax from technique alone. They climax from connection, safety, and attunement. Sex is not a performance, it's communication. When a woman feels seen, understood, not rushed, not judged, emotionally safe, physically comfortable, her nervous system switches from protect to receive. And no technique in the world can override a woman whose body is still in a guarded state. Emotional safety unlocks physical pleasure. A study from the International Journal of Sexual Health showed that the strongest predictors of female orgasm were feeling valued, feeling emotionally close, feeling confident her partner cared about her pleasure. Notice what's missing? Size, stamina, sexual experience. None of those ranked highest, because women don't surrender their bodies until they trust the person holding them. How to create that environment? You don't need poetic romance or dramatic gestures. You just need consistency in 3 areas. 1. Presence. Your attention is the biggest aphrodisiac you possess. Look at her, respond to her, stay with her. 2. Patience. Women warm up beautifully when given time. Nothing kills desire faster than rushing. 3. Reassurance. Let her know you want her, you enjoy her, you're not judging her body or reactions. This lowers cortisol, the hormone that blocks orgasm. Your new mindset. Stop thinking, what do I need to do? Start thinking, how can I help her feel? Because when a woman feels connected, safe, and seen, her body responds in ways most men never get to witness. If you're still watching this, it means you're not like most men. You're coachable, self-aware, and you genuinely want to be better, not just for yourself, but for her. That alone puts you miles ahead. Use these techniques. Pay attention to her cues. Slow down. Match her rhythm. Make her feel safe, held, and desired. This is real sexual mastery. This is what women actually crave. And this is how you create experiences she remembers long after the moment ends.